This is Joey Shaw with the Twin Lakes Sports Network. We're over here in Springfield, Missouri at MSW, Mid-States Wrestling, and we have a legend right here with us, Mr. James Beard.
Pleasure to be here, man. Enjoyed it.
Now tonight, looked like you had a little bit of a rough go out there in the ring.
Yeah, you know, anytime you get in the ring with Matt Riviera, you never know what's going to happen. And, you know, he can get a little out of hand sometimes, and this is one of those nights, you know. It's nothing new from me, but, you know, you hope you can get through it without anything like that happening. But, you know, we'll see how it all turns out.
Now, as a legend, you've probably seen everything in your time. Now, here recently with the attack on Bret Hart, has anything ever happened like that in your career?
Yeah, we've had fans get out of hand sometimes, and you know, working in different places, and where they try to attack the ring or attack a guy that they don't like in the ring or something like that. And you know what? My job as a referee, first of all, is protect the wrestlers. So if something like that happens, I'm going to get in between them if I get a chance to. So and it's happened. A few times in my career, you know, over the years. It's just one of those things you have to be aware of and be ready for. And you know, when it happens, you want to make sure that nobody gets to the wrestlers. And I've never had anyone get to them so far, so I've been pretty lucky with that.
Well, that's something fans at home, some of them may not know. I mean, a referee's job is real important in the ring. A lot of training, and we've met some of the young referees here at MSW that have trained, and they've said, you know, anytime that they can be around you and watch you, they're there taking notes. What are some of the things as a ref, any advice to the young ones that are coming up, and to the fans, tell them a little bit about what it's like behind the scenes as a ref, what it takes?
Well, you know, it's really a complicated job. It's not just a matter of applying the rules. There are a lot of responsibilities in the ring to make the match go as good as it can go and enhance it as much as you can enhance it. A lot of people don't understand the intricacies of a referee, and you know, it's one of those things I wrote about in my book. There's a whole chapter devoted to that, at least the way I feel it should be done. And you know, it's a complicated job, you know, and it's not something you can just sit here and probably explain in a short interview like this. It's a little bit more involved in that, but you know, it's something that, you know, I believe that a referee should know everything a wrestler knows. He may not be able to do the things a wrestler does, but he should know everything they know. He should understand what's going on in the ring and why. And if you don't, then there's no way you can do your job. But you know, it's like I said, it's a complicated position to have, and one that I think a lot of people don't spend nearly enough time researching and learning and doing it the way it should be done.
Now, you're a legend, you're a referee. You say you got a book. You also got a podcast. Tell us a little bit about that. Yeah,
something I just started. I've had people ask me about doing something like that over the years, and you know, it's kind of a foreign object for me, but I've enjoyed it so far. We've had about, I think, 5 or 6 episodes so far, and I'm trying to get guys on there that maybe some of the other podcasts don't normally ask to have on the radio, and you know, to give a different perspective of the business and different views of the business. Last week I had George Shire, who is a historian. You know, I had a referee from Canada, Kevin Jeffries, a couple of weeks ago. You know, just trying to give it a little bit different view of the business, so people can. It's not the same old guys and the same old. It's not always about the stars in this business. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes and underneath that people don't understand. And I want to try to give a little bit different outlook of things. And you know, hopefully I'll get better at it, and we'll have some interesting guests. And that's on the offshoots, by the way, if anybody wants to watch it or to listen to it.
So where will they find this again?
Offshoots Network. Yeah, you can find it. We're on Facebook. We have a fan page on Facebook called the Third Man Podcast. So it's pretty easy to find, and you just link it right up there. And most of them are about an hour, you know, and we try to keep them as interesting as we can. You know, like I said, I'm hopefully it's something that I'm becoming a little bit more comfortable with and get better at it. You know, it's just, this side of the camera and the microphone is a whole different thing than being in the ring.
That's right, and I'm usually on the other side of the camera, so I know it's a little nerve-wracking on this side.
Yeah, but, it can be different. Yeah.
Well, James, thanks for your time. We appreciate it.
You bet.
We hope to see you again here in Springfield, and of course maybe over in Harrison as well. So
always a pleasure to work with these guys, man. They're first class all the way. We had a full house tonight. A lot of good matches, you know, and anytime you see these guys coming around, you need to come and watch it. You get your money's worth of this company.